Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Now, in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be patching GrapheneOs to work with, the Magisk root and whatever, and we're going to be flashing it as well. So, I have created a repo on GitHub. You can see the URL here. Let me just go. So yeah, this is just the basic URL here, it's just Pixel 7a shenanigans. And what this has is, all the guides that I've made so far. So like building from source and routing the stock ROM and stuff like that. So if I just go into my YouTube channel here, this will be kind of a continuation of what I have going on here. So building Pixel 7a from scratch. Let me make that public real quick. And also flashing the custom built GrapheneOs that we build around, or that we built, is gonna go public as well. And then this thing I'll do probably tomorrow. But essentially what we did here with the patching factory ROM to work with Magisk and the Locked Bootloader, we're going to be doing the same thing with GrapheneOs. So, yeah, so let me get my trusty notes out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the routing. Yeah, so cp routing stock ROM to GrapheneOs, and I'm going to copy it as routing stock GrapheneOs.md. All right, so let's go into GrapheneOs. routing. Why? Yeah, okay, so v routing here. Let me push this one here. Let me do that. Let me drag this one over here. Let me clear that. All right, so now we have GrapheneOs, so let's go into it. Like so. And we're gonna make a folder here, dir, called routing stock GrapheneOs, and we're gonna go inside here. So yeah, so we don't need these images here, and we don't need the payload dumper, but we need the rest of the stuff here, and we probably don't need that. So routing and Locked Bootloader. So yeah, this is going to be quite the same. So let us make let us cd into GrapheneOs, and let us mkdir routing stock GrapheneOs, and we want to cd into here as well. And then we are gonna make stock graphene keys, cd stock graphene keys here, like so. So let's take a look at that and cd here. And what we're going to do is we are going to generate some keys for us right here. So it's going to ask us for an encryption password, and we are going to type that in very nicely. Let me just create a password here real quick. Alrighty-o. So I have the password made here. Let me type it in. And it's gonna ask us to type it in again, which I'll do. Very nice. So now we need to build the OTA key as well. So we'll do that. And I'm gonna use a password for this as well. All right, here we go. So next, what we want to do is we want to extract the public keys and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do avb root, maybe another one. Yeah, avb root. So it's just 2. So yeah, basically the same as this. Like no such directory. Why not? Wait, why not? This is just 1. Let's try that. Okay, let's try 3. Okay, yeah, so it is 3 in this case, which is fine. It's gonna ask us for the password that we typed in before, so I'm just gonna type it in again. There we go. I'm just gonna edit this to be the same thing. And now what we want to do here is we want to do GrapheneOs. It's gonna ask us for the password again, so just type it in. So, and I'm going to edit this to be GrapheneOs, like so. And then we are going to go back. And then we are going to, yeah, so now we're actually patching the whole fucking thing. So, right now, what we need to do is we need to download the GrapheneOs fucking things. So, GrapheneOs, oh Jesus. What the hell is going on? Graphene sauce, yeah, sure, that'll do fine. So releases, Pixel 7a. All right, so here what we want is, yes, we want the factory image and we want the OTA image as well. So we're gonna grab this link and we're gonna do a nice wget. Before we do wget, actually, because this is gonna take a while, we're gonna do wget. So this is the OTA image, and we're gonna need the factory image as well. So let me download the signature. So copy link, wget signature, and then we are going to wget the factory as well. So wget factory, like so. And both of these are going to take a while. The factory one, for some reason, is a little bit faster, but that's just how it is. So yeah. So for the first script here, we are probably going to need to just do that. And we are going to use the OTA for this here. So it's going to be this link or this file name here, like so. Then the priv key is going to be inside. What did we call it? We called it stock graphene keys. So stock graphene keys, and same here, stock graphene keys, and the cert is once again stock graphene keys, and the Magisk app is inside the routing, like so, and the Magisk pre-knit devices persist. So for the Pixel 7a, it's persist. If you want to see how I got that, you can watch the I think you can watch the stock ROM video. I forgot which one I actually did it in. I think it was this one. So I'll make this public before this video goes up anyway. So that should be okay. So yeah. Yeah. All right, so now we got the OTA zip, which is all good. So we can actually run this command here. Hopefully it fucking works. And it looks like it worked okay. No, it didn't. Okay, so the routing is not in the right place because it needs to be another layer up, like so. So let's copy that. It's gonna ask us for the passphrase again for the keys, so just type that in real nicely. It's gonna ask us for the passphrase for the OTA key, so just type that in real nicely again. And it's gonna start extracting all the good stuff, you know? So yeah, and it's gonna start patching it as well with Magisk as well. So that's the good stuff. So as you can see now that it's all done, we should have a patched image here like so. So the OTA is patched. There is no fucking what you call it, hash to compare for the OTA, only for the factory. So once that's done, what we want to do is we want to extract this whole thing, and we are extracting this thing here. So this whole thing, like, oh Jesus, where the hell is my cursor? Yeah, so this whole thing like so, and we are going to update the path a little bit here, like so. Just copy that nicely, paste it in. It's gonna extract it into the extracted folder like so, which is all good. So now that this thing has been, the factory firmware has been downloaded, what we can do is we can cat the sig file. So we can see here, yeah, so that is the SHA-256 sum here. And so what we can do is do SHA-256 sum on the factory firmware. Yes, on this factory firmware. And it should be the same as this, and it is, which is great. So now we can proceed ahead. So now that we have extracted the whole thing, next thing what we want to do is we want to make flash graphene folder, like so. Then what we want to do is cp we want to cp the links. Okay, we just want to cp the fucking factory. Where's this fucking goddamn ass factory? There it is. We want to cp that into here, into sheesh flash graphene, like so. And then we want to go into flash flash graphene, like so. So yeah, we made that folder, so we want to cp that into it. Then we want to go into it. So now we have this thing here. Then we want to unzip. We want to unzip this folder here, like so. Oh geez. Okay, like so. And then we want to, yeah, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so we have this thing here, and wait, what am I doing here? MV links into, oh yeah. So we want to move everything from here into the current folder. So that way we aren't like, you know, nested too deep. So let's move that. Now we have everything here. And then what we want to do is we want to RMR the folder that we created. So this one here. And we also want to RMR the factory image zip because we have it extracted right here. Like so. So now it's all nice and tidy. So now next we want to do mk clear image. Then we want to move this image into the image folder. So we just want to grab this one here, like so. Then we want to cd into the image. Then we want to unzip. Yeah, we want to unzip this file here, like so. Yeah. Want to unzip that. So. Huh? Oh wait, it's an image. Fuck, hang on a second. Wait, what the hell did I copy? Okay, I think I copied the wrong thing, so God damn, I was supposed to copy this fucking zip here, not the image. So mv image into here. Yeah, so what we were meant to do was actually copy this image here, not the bootloader one. So let me just do that. My bad, guys. It's the image. And then we want to unzip the bootloader, so, or the fucking image here, like so. Want to unzip that. Then we want to remove these 3 files here. So IY, unzip. Then we want to remove these files. Now, why do we want to remove these files? It is because if we take a look at extracted, we can see that all these files are here and we want to replace them. So do that, then cp all the extracted into here, and you will see that these init boot is like back in here. So that's all good. Then what we want to do is we want to compress this whole image like so. So it's because all we need to do is just replace some of these files with our own files basically. So yeah, that should be all good. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause the video while this takes a while. Alright, so now that that's finally done, and take a look at here, and next what we want to do is move the patched image back, and then we want to cd back, and then we want to rm the image. So now we have this whole thing back here, and then we want to rename it back to what it was before. So if we go back here, it was this before. So we want to rename it back to what it was. Oh, what the hell happened here? Yeah, like so. And then next thing is, oh Jesus, stop. So next thing is, before the flash all, what we want to do is we want to rm the avb bin here, like so. Let me just put that into the instructions like so. And then what we want to do is cp stock graphene keys AVB bin into here. And so as you can see, now we pasted the new one. So we're gonna do that. And now what we can do is we can flash all. So for flashing, let me move on to this camera here. What you want is you want to make sure that your bootloader is unlocked. So what you want to do is you want to go into about phone, or actually into systems, system update. Oh no, not system update. What the hell am I doing? Developer options, and make sure OEM unlocking is turned on like so, and never turn this shit off. So then what you want to do is you want to grab some random cable that you have lying around, connect it to the phone, and this should be connected to your PC. And then on the PC side, what you want to do is you want to do adb reboot bootloader like so, and then the phone should reboot into the bootloader like so. Let me just get this flash unlock. So now that we're inside the bootloader, you can see that our device state is locked. If your device state is not locked, you can skip this next step. But all that we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock it. So once you run that command, you're gonna get this. If the bootloader is unlocked, then what you want to do is just move the up arrow on your just the up volume key until you see unlock bootloader. Press the power menu, and then you'll see your bootloader is now unlocked like so. So now we're all good. Now we can check which boot slot we're in. So right now we're in boot slot A, as can be seen here. And so what we want to do is we want to run the flash all script. And what's that going to do? It's going to restart the phone a few times. And so you'll see that's like flashing partition B at the moment. So yeah, it's going to keep flashing until it's done. Okay, so it's flashing both of the partitions this time. Okay, so on the stock ROM, we needed to change the partition, but on this one we don't, by the looks of it. Yeah, so it's flashing radio A, B, B, B. So yeah, I think it'll be okay. If it flashes radio B this time, then we're solid. Or maybe not so solid. Okay, interesting. Well, it doesn't matter either way. We can flash it by ourselves. Yeah, so it does look like it's flashing only to A, so that's fine. We'll just reboot, or we'll just change, the slot, and then we'll flash it again, and it should be all good. All good in the hood. Alright, so finished flashing. Let's see what happens with the phone now. Is it gonna... Okay, good. So now we're back. We're back in black. And so what we want to do is we want to change this to B. Like so. Now we're in B. Then what we want to do is fast bootloader. Like so. So this will get us back into the bootloader on the new slot, hopefully. And then we can flash the ROM again. Like so. And this time we should flash it to slot B. B, so we should be good. Wait, setting current slot, huh, interesting, okay. I guess it doesn't matter for this step. Let's see, did it do the same thing before? No, it didn't. Interesting, okay. So do you know what? You don't need to do this. That's all. You don't need to do this as well. And the last step is just locking the bootloader once again. That is quite handy. So let us check if this worked out when this is done flashing. And if it is, I'll probably make another video of like getting set up in GrapheneOS and that kind of stuff, or after I set it up by myself, and then I'll kind of show you how I set it up. Jesus, words are fucking hard, mate. Holy shite, mate. And it should be all good after that. Yeah. Okay, so we're still flashing the OS right now. So yeah, should be good. Should be some good stuff. And the reason I am making this video last is because I am going to be using GrapheneOS like this. I don't really want to be, you know, building it from source all the time, because, you know, things can go wrong and it can be a little bit fucked up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this way, you know, it'll be all good. So now that we have flashed everything, what we can do is we can lock the bootloader like so, and the same message is gonna pop up saying do not lock the bootloader or lock the bootloader. So I'm gonna lock the bootloader nicely, and once this is locked, we should be able to just reboot, and then once we reboot, we should be golden. So now that the bootloader is nicely locked, we can press start here, and we should reboot into GrapheneOS. So I am going to save and quit here. I'm going to check what is up. Gonna git add a and read for GrapheneOS booting and locking bootloader. Push that so you guys can see. So now if I go into and refresh this, if I go into GrapheneOS, you guys cannot see, but now you can. And so yeah, here's the everything I did so far, and then you can just go ahead and copy and paste it basically. Make sure you download all these kind of things, you know, first, but I went through them in the flashing here and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so now you can see that GrapheneOS did in fact boot up. So I'm gonna just close a few of these windows down here, and I'm gonna go back into rooting. And because here I have, you know, the Magisk APK, I have the safety net fix that I'm gonna use, and that's about it. So anyway, right now what we need to do is we need to enable USB debugging. So from here I am going to pick a language. Is there just English? I guess not, which is fine. We'll just go United. Oh no, wait. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go United Kingdom. That's the kind of the closest one to me, so that's all good. I'm gonna skip this for now. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Next, fingerprint sensor skip. Protect the phone skip for now. Restore apps skip for now. Then start. All right, great. So now that we're in here, I am actually going to connect to the Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna do that off screen real quick. All right, so I have connected to the Wi-Fi nicely. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the display settings, and I'm gonna enable the smooth display and increase touch sensitivity because I'm using a screen protector. I'm gonna use turn on dark theme so that you boys can sort of see here. But next thing is I'm gonna go into about phone. I'm gonna tap the build number 50 fucking times. And I am going to go into system developer options. I make sure the OEM unlocking is unlocked and enable USB debugging. Then on the phone or on the fucking PC, I'm gonna fire up another terminal. I'm gonna do scripts, Android, screen view, like so. This should fire up a shell here. And then you guys should be able to see the setup here. All right, that's great. So next step is to push some stuff. So add push the Magisk app, because Magisk for some reason doesn't show up here after you first install it. So let's do that, and let's push it into SD card download, and we'll just literally call it the same name, like so. And then we're gonna do add push safety net fix into SD card download, and we are gonna call it the same thing once again, like so. So now that we have both of these files pushed to the phone, before I do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into display once again because I kind of forgot. And what I am going to do is gonna go into display size and text, make the display size smaller, like so. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the files, and I'm gonna install the Magisk application here. Gonna open it. It's gonna ask us to reboot the whole fucking thing. So let's reboot the whole fucking thing, like so. So now that we are rebooting, Magisk should work after this. And so you will get this thing here. Your device is using a different operating system. Don't worry about that, because you would need to unlock the bootloader now to change anything. So that's fine. Nobody will be able to flash anything. So that's all good. So here we have a nice graphene logo once again. Let me just make that smaller. And so we should have a Magisk app. So open up the Magisk app nicely. And yeah, so that's all good. Next, what we want to do is we want to hide the Magisk app. Allow installation from source. Allow this, like so. Did I hide the Magisk app? Yeah. So here you can change the name whatever you want. I'm just going to call it McDonald's, because why not? And so now it's going to open. We're going to add it to the home screen. So now that we have the Magisk app hidden, next what we're going to do is we are going to install Zygisk. Going to enforce the deny list, and if we configure the deny list, and you will see that inside system apps there is no like Google Play Store or anything like that. So if we type in Google, see there's like nothing really needed here, which is good. So yeah, even if we do show OS apps, there is still nothing really here. Nothing really here for Google as such, because GrapheneOs removes all these things by default, which is exactly what we want. Okay, cool. So next, what we want to do is we want to enable systemless hosts. Then after that, what we want to do is we want to install our safety net fix, like so. Then it's gonna ask us to reboot, so we're gonna reboot nicely. And then we can check how the progress is doing, you know. So what I'm gonna do after this boots up is I'm gonna create a profile for like kind of, you know, Google and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that'll be great. Okay, great. So yeah, so we have like Magisk and all that kind of stuff installed here. Next is yeah, so next we're just gonna create a new profile. We are actually gonna check if there's any updates. There shouldn't be. Let's see. Okay, whatever. That's fine. So next we're gonna go into system, I think, where was it? Yeah, multiple users, allow multiple users. And we are going to add another user. And this user is going to be called something like, I don't know, like Google or something. Yeah, like Google. And where is this? Yeah, that's fine. Disallow. Okay. So yeah, and then also another user will be called, let's say, work or something like that. So this will be like kind of all my work apps and on all those kind of things. I'm gonna also allow this like so. And I am gonna go and switch to Google like so. It's gonna ask us for, you know, the same things again. And I'm just gonna pick the same options again. Just gonna skip everything, start. So yeah, the setup process for this is very quick. All right, so here we can update. And also here in the Google section, we can install the Google Play services here as well. So we'll just wait. Oh yeah, my bad. You boys were looking at the small screen. Let me make that a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see. All right, so it's taking its time installing this stuff. What is this? All right, nice. Yes, we can look at the all packages. Yes, installing all this stuff. So they say they have a good camera. Huh, interesting. Let's see, does this actually use oh yeah, it actually does. Nice. So it actually uses the two sensors. So that's great. Optimize for quality. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Not a lot of settings, which is, you know, fine, I suppose. Here. Yeah, nice. Include audio. Oh, Does it show the FPS? Nah, I guess not. So it's obviously, you know, not as great as the Google Pixel camera. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Nah, not really. So yeah, I'll probably just flash, you know, the Google camera. Because like it should work, so that won't be a problem. So they have a nice QR code and stuff like that, scanner as well. But yeah, the camera is all right. All right, get lost, mate. Okay, so now we should have Google Play Store installed and we can see it here. This needs, yeah, okay, allow, fuck, yeah, update, yeah, enable, update. All right, so next thing is, it's not allowed to always run in the background. Yeah, allow it to run in the background. And that should be it. Very cool. So now we should actually have the Play Store right here. If it will ever open. What the fuck? Okay, settings opens just fine. I don't know why the Play Store is a bit fucked, but anyway, while this is here, we can just change some settings here. Dark theme, also make this tiny. And smooth display, increase touch sensitivity, like so. All right. So hopefully Google Play works now, and it does. Let us update it. Let us launch it again. Let us sign in. All right, so it's a little bit glitchy for some reason. Mate, let me sign in. Let's go into app info here. Let's see. Notifications, yeah, we'll allow notifications. Permissions. All right. Go on, let me go. Let me sign in, man. All right, where's the apps here again? Google Play Services, settings. Let's see, notifications. Yeah, sure, allow them. Then permissions. Yeah, we'll just allow the basic ones for now. Let me in. All right, that took a while, but finally let me in. So I'm just gonna pause the video here and sign in. All right, so I went ahead and signed in there. So let us download our usual set of apps, which will be Yaznak. And also integrity checker. So it'll be this one here. Allow installation. So yeah, that's great. Now they should appear here. Let's check out Yaznak first. Now the last time I ran this, it only succeeded in one of them. Yeah, so the CTS profile mismatch failed. And then this one, should fail the both of these. So yeah, meets basic integrity. So for this we need to do the fingerprint. Yeah, so I tried doing that last day, but I failed. So the reason why this is kind of important is because if I do something like Netflix, for example, as you can see, this app won't work on your device. And also if I do something like Wallet, Google Wallet, if I install that, and if I open it, so as you can see, it fails to open, I think anyway. Yeah, so it just fails to open, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, Google Pay is actually kind of handy. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I will try and force it to work. So anyway, now if we just go into settings, go into about, no, not about, system, multiple users, and send notifications to current user, which is great. So yeah, like most of my apps will be here because they're like, you know, reliant on the Play Store. But here it'll just be kind of like, you know, Google Apps and all that kind of stuff. The rest of my stuff will be in another place. So yeah, that should be great. So now if we would just want to go back to the owner, all we need to do is do that. And now we're right back to where we came from. Nicely. Yeah, speaking of which, let me install Gmail. Oops. Gmail, and set it up nicely here so that I can test, you know, the notifications and stuff to make sure that I actually get them. And it's nice being able to split your stuff up like this, because for example, I could have my banking apps and stuff like that in another profile if I really wanted to. Speaking of banking apps and stuff like that, let's take a look if Revolut installs. Let's see, is Revolut here? Oh, it actually is. That is interesting. So I might do that in another profile actually. So yeah, that's fine. So if I go into system, multiple users, okay, I can't actually add it from here, but what I can do is go back into owner, go back into here, settings, multiple users, and I could add my yeah, so like banking profile and all that kind of stuff. So banking, so that way everything will be, you know, separate, and I will allow, you know, doing all that kind of stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be the kind of good stuff. So yeah, let's see what other would I need a profile for. Probably like multimedia, something like that, I would say. Like, you know, kind of like watching YouTube or something like that. So I'll probably want to do that in a separate profile as well, because yeah, it'll just be good, I think, you know. Yeah, so I'll create another profile, call it multimedia or something like that. Create another user, allow phone calls. Yeah, okay, cool. See, what other one would I want really? Let's see, what other profile would I really want? Maybe for games or something like that. I don't know. Don't think so though. Yeah. Be interesting though. Yeah, I don't think I really need a little profile. Let me just take a look at my apps on this phone here. Let's see what I have. I guess shopping maybe. Shopping would be another good one. Because I do have, a bunch of apps that are like, for shopping and stuff like that. So I guess that could go with Revolut or that could go with the banking. I don't know. Be interesting to see. Yeah, apart from that, I don't really have like, too much other apps as such. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, boys. I will set up like this pixel as close as I can to my normal phone, and then we'll see how we go from there. And also do some kind of like stuff with routing and see how well that plays across the different profiles and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another episode. Bye bye.